why Nipsey Hussle, I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
That's why he called this thing the marathon.
Mm.
That's why I call this thing this marathon. I'm not gonna sit here and portray this ultimate poise like I've had all this shit figured out. No, I battled every emotion. I battled every emotion behind what I'm getting after right now. And the only distinguishing quality between me and whoever else is going through this, already went through it, or is about to go through it, is that you're not gonna quit. That's the only distinguishing quality, that you're not gonna quit. You're gonna take the stand. I'm willing to die behind what I'm getting after right now.
And why not quit? Because of God? Because you made that promise to God? Or what is it? What's underneath not quitting?
Yeah, I know me personally, if I quit, I'll never be shit.
And why do you want to be shit? I mean, I know, but why really?
Yeah. Just me personally, I always want nothing but the best for myself. That's just how I've been. That's just how I'm wired. My name is Chancellor. Why my main name me that for no reason? You know what I'm saying? I got expectations to live up to, not only that expectations that I place upon myself, but from others as well. You know what I'm saying? My main bust her ass to raise my brother and I, for us to fuck it off. You know what I'm saying? I ain't do everything quote unquote textbook right way. Went to college, made good grades, honor roll, perfect. Yeah, I ain't do all of that just to, well, you know what I'm saying? The hell, you know, all of that was preparation for what's in store. I have goals I want to accomplish. People have high expectations of me as well. Now, am I really worried about what other people think? No, but it definitely, you can't avoid that. It's inevitable. You can't avoid it. But all in all, you got to want it for yourself. Can't nobody else want it for you. So I'm just one of those ones that I know what I'm looking at. And I know that I have to do everything that I need to do in order to reach the goals that I want to reach and to make the name for myself that I want to make. And also help and encourage people find themselves and fulfill their purposes as well.
What's it look like if you, God willing, right? What's it look like if you reach those goals? What happens then?
Man, changing and being that change, that breath of fresh air for those that just completely just lost all hope. You know what I'm saying? That's what Nipsey was. Nipsey was was that light. That man from South Central Los Angeles. He was a gang, rolling 60s Crip. You know what I'm saying? Straight gang member, but look who he turned himself into. Now, did it happen overnight? No, it was a marathon. It took that man 10 years. It was a marathon, but hey, he didn't quit. And look what he was able to accomplish before he was taken away from us. You know what I'm saying?
It almost kind of makes it like, as we're saying in this comment, the greatest thing you could do, maybe what life is all about, is helping other people figure out their journey. Is that what it is? Like, the first step is where you started. To do any of that, you got to figure out who you are. You got to figure out your journey. But once you do that, the next step is you help other people figure out theirs. Is that how you look at it?
It's just hustling and motivating. Yeah. Once Nips found his lane, okay, I'm gonna do this rap shit. Now, was music the only avenue? No, he had music, clothes, real estate, crypto, and a whole bunch of other endeavors. You know what I'm saying? But music and clothes was his bread and butter. And he took that and he just stayed down with it. And man, you go to LA now and you on Crenshaw and Slauson, you got to pull up to the Marathon store. If you conscious of who Nipsey Hussle was and who he was to that community, you're going to pull up there. He done turned Slauson and Crenshaw into a tourist attraction. It's like going to Venice Beach now or going to the Hollywood Boulevard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a staple. And that's just where he's from. He done turned that into a whole place that people like to visit just because of him.
What do you think was about him? What do you think it was about him that made him so special? Like, what allowed him to figure it out the way he did?
Authentic and just being real and just being himself. Man, I'm from South Central LA. Gang culture, you know what I'm saying? This is all I know. And I ain't gonna sit here and shy away from it or try to hide it or make this I ain't gonna make this be like the brand of what I'm trying to build. And like, nah, this is who I am. This is where I come from, but I rap. I design clothes. I do real estate. I do all this other stuff. Where I come from doesn't dictate who I am. It's a part of who I am, but it doesn't make me. I define myself for sure. And just being him, just standing on all his principles and his morals hard. He stood on it. Like he said, I'm gonna be independent. I'm gonna take this long route. I'm gonna get it out the mud and watch me do it. And we watched him do it. I'm talking about 2018 it was like, dang, but he finally made it to the victory lap. That's why he named his album The Victory Lap. He finally done made it. And then a year later, boom, he gone.
How do you make sense of that? I mean, put it wherever you want to go with it, right? Like the literal reason it happened, we could talk about that. But in a grant, he fulfilled his purpose.
Once you fulfill your purpose, a lot of people like, well, I have near-death experiences, but I ain't die, because your time ain't done yet. You ain't did nothing that you said you're supposed to do. That's why you still here. You ain't done yet. Yeah, no. He did what he was supposed to do. 10 times fold. And he was really just getting started, which was the nerve-wracking part. Like, damn, bro, they would have gave him at least 5 years. Imagine what he'd have been able to build. Like, ain't no telling, but that's all we needed to witness. And we had to witness him get gunned down in that gruesome way, because that's the only way to feel. You know what I'm saying? Even before then, you got the MLKs, you got the Malcolm X's, you got the Black Panther Party, you got plenty of other notorious Black leaders that have been assassinated or exiled or, you know what I'm saying, imprisoned because of their beliefs and being the change versus, you know what I'm saying, asking for change and begging for change. Nah, we gonna be the change. And it's just like, you could relate to him, if anything, whether you're a gang member or you just an individual that grew up in poverty. You know what I'm saying? It's something you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people, at least from my color, most of our idols are musicians, are professional athletes. You know what I'm saying? That's where we see a lot of our people thrive in. But it's still just to come from an environment that I'm familiar of or I'm a part of, and now I'm seeing you on a whole completely different type of time. You in a whole different matrix, a whole different world essentially now. And it was like, damn, but we started from the same, or at least we from the same place. We started in the same place. So it's like, damn. It's all it is just encouraging. You know what I'm saying? Hustle and motivate. That's all Nipsey did. Hustle. He ran his marathon and motivated others while doing it.